pleasure to introduce to us this morning. Can we all unmute and give a big welcome clap to Mr. Erik Robinson, Robinson, Robinson,
Whoop, whoop,
Robinson.
whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
Yes,
Morning.
yes. Woo! Thank you, Nicole, for that amazing introduction. And you know the funny thing is, but it's probably not so funny, but I can say it. When you say, like, I hear you say the man of one wife still, and then it's the mornings that I be wondering, are they still gonna call me the man of one wife? You know what I mean? It's like some mornings you're like, man, I gotta say, I can't say nothing because I'm ready to go live, and I gotta be truthful to the people. I gotta still have one wife, but I'm telling you, she come this close sometimes, though. Let me stop. She just knows how to get it. She's not to rattle my cages, right? She knows how to rattle my cages every now and then. So anyway, with that being said,
Stay off the couch.
I got that off my chest, and went to the
Stay
couch.
off.
Well, she can't hear it, so unless y'all tell her, she'll never know about this one. I double checked to make sure she wasn't logged in. She ain't logged in yet. So anyway, and she'll be watching the replay. So, dear, you are watching the replay. You know that was just a joke, right? You know, I actually scripted, I wrote it down. That was just a joke, just in case you are watching replay, because some days you do watch replay. So anyway, here we go. Back in action. Ooh, and take two. Oh man, Derek, you broke it down with the tap rooting, so it really wasn't. I don't have to really add too much to that. You know, I mean, you're probably one of the best people to do it. I haven't seen it better, but I'm not gonna say nothing with Stephen with the you shot me. I have been called the Marine manure once or twice before. That was funny. You know. Oh,
Eric, I just want to quickly say thank you for taking that one Friday night. That was so pivotal because I knew how to do this to a certain extent, but when you laid it out like Tawana said, made it visual and pretty much opened it up between me and my entire team, put me out there booty naked in front of my team, and exposed me. But that was good though, you know, because I said, you know what, you're right. I need to rise up. And that night just resonated. If you remember that night, you and Mary jumped up.
I do.
It was a Friday night, impromptu. Yep. So thank you. That made a difference.
No, I thank you for allowing me to share. You know, and it's sometimes, you know, we get information, but you received it, and that's, I think, I don't know where that comes from. Maybe you was always that guy. We let you tell you probably wasn't using a knucklehead, but you know. But I think you're one of the few people I know that can take the information, that can take the correction, and then implement it, right? Because it's one thing to get the information. It's another thing to take the information and then implement it. That's a harder part, because now to make that change, you typically have to change who you feel you are. Oh, Eric, you're getting deep on them already. You shouldn't be doing this early in the morning. I'm gonna switch topic. Y'all want me to switch topic? Y'all want me to help some of y'all out, help y'all unbreak the broke.
Unbreak the broke.
All right.
Come on, Jive Turkey.
All right.
Come on, help us out. Help us out.
Okay, because I'm gonna help myself out. All right. You know, first I want to shout out congratulations to Frank DeLeo in Xperts just crossed over $1 million, right? Just crossed over $1 million in income. Let me plant the seed for y'all. Yeah. You know, I'm in this ELC group, and you know, one of the gentlemen, Juan Jaime, y'all know he just joined us from that other company, right? As Derek always said, begin with a W, end with a G. And he was one of the first millionaires in this guy's group. And this gentleman team he was part of has now gone on to start his own organization. It's just a copycat of that company. But he's like, I was one of the first millionaires in that company and that team. He said, it took me 10 years. He said, it took me 10 years to get there. And I was one of the first millionaires. He said, but after that, more start coming. So here's the thing. 10 years. How many of us has been in Xperia for 10 years? I'm waiting. Oh, no hands gone up. Oh, because most of y'all in the U.S. and we ain't been in the U.S. for 10 years. We haven't even been in the U.S. for solid 4 years. Are y'all with me?
Yeah. We with you.
Yeah. Is it frozen?
Is Eric frozen or is that me?
Yeah, he's frozen.
He's frozen.
Okay. Eric, Simon says you can move.
He's either frozen or faking. You know how he does.
He's frozen.
No, he's waiting for response from us.
Oh, man.
this is a
Got too
serious
hot.
pause for effect.
Is this real? Is this
It's-
a real pause for the cause?
And,
He'll be
and,
back.
He fall
yeah.
into the bushes.
Oh,
Head first, right?
Stay tuned. Next new
Why
and
not?
exciting episode
Why
of
not
Erik
continue the message?
Robinson,
Mary
the
disconnected
man with the nugget bucket.
Mary disconnected the Wi-Fi. She heard him talk. And he must be in some very
He
bad
thought
area.
she wasn't listening. Mhm.
He got
gonna say that
snatched.
about me?
Mhm.
Tawana, he got
He had to
snatched.
pull that
Please,
extension.
somebody else should take over.
Go ahead, Troy.
Pull that extension cord. Me, oh Lord have mercy.
Nicole, go ahead and take over.
Nicole
Yeah,
Elijah
let Nicole
Pye.
have
He
it.
is the next
yes,
man with
yeah, I
always
think
the
one
nugget.
the point Eric was trying to make is, it took this guy who just joined Xperia now 10 years to make $1 million in the former company. And with Xperia, Frank, it's just 9 years to make $1 million in Xperia. So that tells so much about Xperia that here you can make it faster than any other organization. I personally have been in the industry now for over 10 years, 8 years in the WFG, and I didn't make $1 million. I've been here just about almost 2 years, about 2 years now in the Xperia. And when you see people who make it here faster, the thing that other people always say about the Xperia is, oh, you guys don't have $1 million NI yet. You guys don't have $1 million NI yet. They have put that in our face so many times. And when you look at the history, like Jimmy was sharing the other day on the ED meeting, right? It took WFG over 10 years to make their first millionaire, but Xperia have done it in less than 10 years. So what does that tell you about Xperia? It's the best place for you and me to build a business and build it faster. It's the best place. Yeah, I think Erik is back. Welcome back, Mr. Erik. We lost you for a little while.
Yeah, I fell in the bushes. I mean, I don't want to. Was y'all talking? I don't want to override or say I pick up where I picked up dog.
Yeah, we were still talking about the $1 million earner and Mr. Frank, how he did it in just 9 years compared to other companies that did it in over 10 years.
Yeah. So I mean that's a big deal right there. He did it in 9 years, y'all. You know what I mean? And so here's the cool thing when I look back at it is I look and say, you know what? I remember when he came, okay? I remember when he came and ooh, I gotta change my camera. This camera, so I got it all.
You gonna hit your record button again?
Yeah, let me, you know what? Here we go. All right, so there's an old proverb that says, good things come to those who don't talk about their wife. So y'all remember that. So I guess when you talk trash about your wife, something's going to happen to you. So that's why it was shut me down. But back to, I'm trying to redeem myself. But back to that I remember when he got here to the US a little over 3 years ago, he was just crossing over 300,000 in income. So why I'm looking like, whoa. I watched his income grow from 300 to 700. Some of us watched his income grow from 400, 500 to $1 million. What does that mean? Like it ain't like it's possible. I watched him because of his business in the US. It took him over. Are y'all with me? The US expansion took his business to that next level. And it didn't happen overnight. It was like a boom. It started growing. The next thing you know, it started growing. The next thing you know, it started kicking in. The next thing you know, it started kicking in. But why did it go? What was the key catalyst for that? Does anybody know what the whole ground catalyst for that was? He simply had more distribution outlets. He had set up a lot of distribution outlets. Even like when he was in Canada, he has a lot of executive directors who's front line to him. He was out there recruiting, building and recruiting and building, recruiting and building. And it wasn't looking like it was an explosion. Are y'all with me?
He went wide.
He went wide. He kept recruiting and building. When people are like, well, why are you recruiting and building? Why are you recruiting and building? Because see, what y'all got to realize, once something, an opportunity happens, he who has the most people will be able to take the most land. Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, because you never know when something is going to germinate. Well, it's like planting it's like a farmer planting seeds. He who got the most land and plants the most seeds eventually will have the most crops. Now, in the beginning, Billy Bob is like, man, I don't have a lot of land. I'm just planting right. I got my backyard. I got my stuff going. I'm using organic fertilizer. I'm using this special grow, and I got my backyard. Look, my corn is growing already. It took me only 1 month, and I got corn. Man, I'm eating corn on the cob, looking good. Billy Bob is eating that corn on the cob, but he's looking at it over there. Johnny got a whole lot of land and got a whole lot of corn, but Johnny's corn ain't growing fast, right? Because Johnny's like, man, it takes me a long time to water all of this corn, right? Billy Bob just got a little small backyard. He can go water it right on his way to work. He can water every day. Boom, 10 minutes, water it, and Billy Bob's corn grows up a lot quicker. And Billy Bob is sitting there eating corn. Corn on the cob, right? Cream of corn. He doing all kinds of stuff. But Johnny has got to let that, he got 10 acres of corn, and he got to let that stuff grow and mature. He might not get through tilling the soil the first season, right? Next season, he's planting seeds. But Billy Bob is already, man, Billy Bob is corned out. Billy Bob had 3 or 4 seasons of corn. He's eating, and Johnny's just telling him. But guess what? Season 4, Johnny's corn starts to sprout. And Johnny got acres and acres of corn. And then Billy Bob like, dang. Then Johnny then selling his corn to the grocery store, and Johnny's rich. And Billy Bob is still going to work, eating his corn on the cob. Are y'all catching that? See, some of us, the analogy, some of us, like, okay, yeah, I got to make money now. Yeah, I got to eat some corn today. See, Johnny was, maybe he had to go to the grocery store and eat corn. He had to buy some corn from Billy Bob. He had to do what he had to do. Maybe Johnny has his corn in his backyard too. That's kind of saying, like, I got to write my own pen. Are y'all with me? Like, so I'm writing my own pen, but maybe I don't write as much because I got to go out there and till the mud thing, right? So Johnny's like, I can't focus as much in my backyard because I got acres of corn. See, Derek is talking about, I'm taprooted. I'm working with this person. See, he's working with people underneath his executive director that he may not get compensated that well like that right now. But Derek, why are you doing all this? You ain't getting compensated yet. Because see, what happens, Derek is now tilling that soil. So now when Derek becomes an executive director and he overrides all that production, it's like, whoa, Derek goes, shoom. He goes from here, I ain't doing nothing. Then he jumps up, he leapfrog everybody. Why? Because he was tilling that soil. See, most people can't till the soil. See, I know what's going to happen. See, I sit back and I'm happy for everybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on it, but I know what's going to happen because we're tilling the soil right here. It may be 2 years later. Tawana, bam, executive director, large team. Boom. Troy Gandy, executive director, large team. Stephen Shorts. Y'all with me? Are y'all? And then people say, well, y'all, it's not an overnight success. We was tilling the soil. We said this is acres and acres. We got 20-something plus, 30-something plus people on here. Are y'all catching that? Gert, y'all see what's about to happen? Yeah, I had to switch device, so this device doesn't have a lot of space. So, but do y'all see what's about to happen though?
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. And when I said I watched it, this ain't the first time I watched something like this. Talk to us, Derek.
Hey, Eric, real quick on that note, you're right. You know, Nancy is an executive director. I'm a senior manager, so I do not override. I don't make any money in overrides, right? So dealing with Harriet, because Harriet is a standout, okay? She wants it bad. Real quick, I talked to her about, getting some more agents, and she said, no, I got abused by the other agency and I need to feel my way out. And we actually went through her story. I said, okay, tell me about your experience so far. I said, I came to meet you. We spent 5 hours on a Zoom, right? 3 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour. And we do other Zooms as well. I said, do you realize I don't get paid a single penny for doing that? And she looked at me. She said, are you serious? I said, no. She says, then why are you doing it? I said, because I'm going to need this in the long run, right? You don't do it just because you help one person. Right now, I'm helping to solidify an organization, which that volume will be huge and it's win-win-win. So when that happened, Eric, now not only did she start opening up, but also she's telling everybody the story, like our leadership. Now, at the same time, I make it very clear that we don't work for free. Okay, there is some payment here. It's in the form of a dividend on the back end, right? And once I become executive director, I'll override it. But you have to invest in your business. So when we got that clear, it's to your point, and you're right. You got to till the soil. And I'm okay with waiting to till the soil as long as we're looking and we have it, we're doing it intentionally and with, a certain expectation.
Yeah. And Derek, here's the thing. I'm glad you said that. Most people can't till the soil. See, here's the thing. We talk about, I'm gonna give y'all some game real. Y'all told me I could unstuck some of y'all. I keep telling y'all the language you need to master is French. You got to learn weed. I'm telling some of y'all need to go sit at McDonald's and just go buy a bag of French fries, right? And eat some French toast. I don't know anything else French. Eat some croissants, right? Go someplace and get some croissants. Y'all need to start learning we. Because what happens there, and Derek, you've experienced this, right? You get a large team, people, boom. If you don't have the understanding of the process of what it takes to build that business, that large team comes and goes. Recruited, I've done it before. So what you're now getting, Derek, is the opportunity to also sharpen your saw. Remember we said measure twice, cut once. Sharpen your saw for 4 hours and then chop the tree down for 1. So you're getting a chance to sharpen your saw. So you now have some of this, Derek, understand. Some people, what's holding them back is you can get information. Remember I said some people are going to be able to execute? Well, sometimes people get information, but they don't have no way to apply it. Like, Eric, okay, you telling me good team building skills, but I don't have a team. So I don't have a chance to apply these skills that I'm learning. So you, through Nancy, through Steve, through Jacqueline, through Nancy, you're now getting a chance to apply the skills to help you grow. So now it's not going to always be under Nancy. At some point, you're going to override that production. That's just a given. But there's got to be some production there to override. So that's why you got to work with them. Because trust me, y'all, just because somebody's like, oh, they come in next year doesn't mean that they're producing. I'm sure if anybody been in business long enough, Nicole, you can probably test that. You ever got some people that you're like, man, now they ain't producing no more?
Yeah.
You've been in business long enough, people, they growing, boom, they ain't producing, right?
They're producing, and that's why it's important to build why. Because like Jimmy said one time, it's not everybody that is here with you when you are an SM is going to be there with you when you are an ED. And not everybody that is there with you when you are ED that's going to be there with you when you are SED. And they keep going like that. So you have to keep replenishing the shelf, because our inventory is human. We don't buy soap, we don't buy cream, we don't sell those. It's human. So we have to continuously replenish the shelf by recruiting more people. Don't ever stop. One thing that Frank was saying the other day, that he kept recruiting, that even though he's making $1 million now, that even the last time that he wrote the policy was about 6 or 7 months ago, right? Not that he's not doing anything, but now he has recruited a lot. It's just like a farmer. You planted the seed, and now you are taking care of the weeds, you are grooming the crops, you are doing everything. It's not that you are no longer taking care of the field. We are no longer planting. You already done the planting, right? But now what he's doing is he's helping the crop to grow, adding more water, adding more fertilizer, making sure that things are growing. But now that it is time to do the work, do it. Even the Bible says, I'm going to do the work of him that sent me. Why is still there? Now it's time to do the work. So that when the time of the harvest comes, right, people will start calling you lucky, but they don't know how much work that you put in over the years. Thank you, Erik.
I'm telling y'all, man, we're giving y'all some real game today. Giving y'all some real game today. That's why you got to keep. Now, we got to say in our team, we go 3 by 5. 3 recruits, 5,000 premium, 3 by 5. Just do that every month. That's your goal. If your team starts to get it, everybody's not going to get it. We know that. But here's the thing. Now, one of the things I'll tell you, I'm going to have to unstuck you, is when you hear the information, it requires a transformation. See, this is where some people get stuck at. When you hear the information, it typically requires a transformation. If you don't transform, if you don't change, you're probably going to get the same results that you always got, right? So if you want a different result, you're going to have to transform. And that transformation is hard for some people. It's hard because we have dug our heels down into who we think we are and who we want to be. And typically who you want to be is not, and who you think you are is not who the rest of the world thinks you are. See, I think I'm this, and I'm this, and this is what I want to be. But I am trying to get other people to join my team. I am trying to get other people to purchase my service. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You know, we talked about it yesterday on our call, and I shared just a little bit of it. As a life insurance agent, y'all gotta understand what we really do. We're life insurance agents. We're financial. My license says life producer because I'm a producer for life insurance producer. I took a pre-licensing test for a life insurance agent. That's what my state license says. That's what I had to study to become. Now, at the same time, I'm developing leadership development. We developing people. How do we grow our businesses through leadership development, right? In teams. But here's the thing. You got to understand, unless you're going to be the only client you have, your customer, your team has to see you as a life insurance agent. You can do a lot of things, but I'm trying to tell you, see, when you're building your business, and I shared this with the people on the other yesterday, as a salesperson, a great salesperson has to really be able to get into the subconscious mind of your clients or your potential clients, your potential customers. That's why you see restaurants. If I ask you what color are most restaurants, their logos. Type in the chat, y'all. What color are most restaurant logos? Y'all can shout it out.
Red.
Orange.
Orange, red, yellow.
White.
White. Type in the chat, shout it out. Somebody said bright colors.
Black.
Black. Y'all realize most restaurants are some shade of yellow and red, maybe with a hint of white in there. Why is that? Because they understand they got to get in the subconscious mind of their clients. Red and yellow are colors that elicit the hunger response emotions in your subconscious mind. Studies have done, it triggers the emotion for hunger. So when you see those golden arches, it's triggering a hungry response. When you see that Burger King, when you see the Wendy's, when you see the KFC, when you start thinking about Taco Bell, and they add a little fine fancy colors in there, you know, they did. But think about them: Red Lobster, Ruth Chris. The list goes on. When you start thinking about the big chains, how do they do it again and again? Chick-fil-A. How do they do it again and again? Because those are the colors that trigger the hunger response. See, they've actually studied. I've been part of studies before. I don't know if anybody has been part of a study. I've been part of scientific studies where they put you in a little room, put you in a little booth, give you a little trigger, right? They give you a little thing, and you're like, dee, dee, and they looking at you, and they recording you, and they show you images and stuff like that, dee, 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 and you push the button, and they're watching your eyes, they're studying everything. So I've been part of those studies, and they studying you, and they used to pay me like $15, $30, $40. One of my business partners, Eric, come on, we got another study. And what we was doing is being part of the study, but we was understanding how to study. Are y'all with me? And so I'm telling you, they really do studies. I've been part of grocery store studies where they watch and see how they should put prices. Should it be 99? Should it be 95? Should it be 96? Should it be 98, 97? And when they change the prices, what level of the shelf? When I've been part of this one candy bar study, like where they want to put the stuff on the shelf, should be down here, should be up there, should be what level, and they had all different variations. For 30 minutes, they just studied my response. And they had a whole rack of people just studying responses. See, so some of y'all, because you haven't been part of these things, you don't know, like they really exist. They're truly studying people. These polls with the president's election, there's people studying people's behaviors, how they respond. There's a politician up there speaking, then there's a whole nother company they've hired that's sitting back studying and watching how everybody responds to all situations. What word did they say to make them go, ooh? What word to make them say, ah? They're looking at the emotional responses. Are y'all with me? So we're business owners. We got to start to run our business the same way as these multi-million-dollar and billion-dollar companies. They have the resources to hire a study group, to hire a firm. I got a friend of mine. She's a firm. They hire, she's got to run a successful firm. And what she does is shows companies how to get into the African-American community. She does studies for them to show them how to market into the African-American community. And they pay her hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars for her company to come and study how to bring their product to market. I'm telling y'all it's done. So why am I saying this to you? Because some of us want to use our own feeling emotions. How people think this is the way I want. Eric, what I would do the way I would, if me, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And I'm telling you, I hear some of y'all tell me, if I talk to 10 people during the day, to 10 of my agents, I guarantee you at least 7 to 8 of them are telling me what they do, their way of doing things. Eric, listen, this is the way I do it. See, what I'm doing this right here. Okay, all right, great. Okay, super. Hey, Eric, yeah, this is what I'm doing. See, what I do is I'm doing this. Okay, cool, great. Hey, what I'm doing, I got it. You know what I do? I go get the books and find out the people who studied it, the people who've been down the road, like Can't Fall to the Floor. I get the books, like I got the system built from the other company. He's making $1 million. He's doing $20 million a year. All right. I'm getting the books from John Maxwell. At least I'm getting the books from the people who done studied it. Are y'all with me? And most people just doing it their way. Derek, you've been in the Marines. They don't just come in and let you start shooting the guns any kind of way, do boot camp duty. They got a training. They're like, man, we put you through the training program. Why? Because we've done it. So what makes the U.S. military the best? Because they got the best trained. Not because Americans are bigger and naturally physically stronger. Because they got the best trained soldiers. Because they study how to do war. They study how to take a soldier from high school all the way. You follow me? Now I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Y'all give me a couple seconds extra, okay? So where am I going with this? Now I got the picture painted. I want y'all to understand something. To the average person, there's hierarchies of how they rank things. And y'all have to really get this. There's hierarchy how they rank things. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. If I come into your house and let's say you got a you need some, your doors is your bathroom door is messed up. Your door is messed up, need somebody to change your door. And a guy comes over and says, I can fix your door. He's some handyman. How many of y'all, yes, would be okay with letting him fix your bathroom door? He said, I can fix your bathroom door. You let him fix your bathroom door, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right.
I'll let him in.
Let me ask y'all this. If you're a homeowner or been in a home, what in your home do you not want Joe Blow handyman working on?
Electricity.
Plumbing and
Electricity.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
electrical.
Stove.
Anything in my house, he's not certified.
Okay. So somebody say everything
Plumbing.
in this house is certified. Have you ever changed a light bulb before, anybody?
Yes, I have.
Are you a certified light bulb changer?
No, but I was taught and I learned how to do it correctly, so I won't electrocute myself.
Nah, when you talk about certified, are you certified?
Certified by my parents. Yes, ma'am.
Certified by your
Yes,
parents.
sir.
So your certification depends on the certification. So you say anything for you. Some people say electricity. Some people say what else?
Plumbing,
Gas. Your gas.
Some people
plumbing,
say
gas.
gas and plumbing.
Plumbing.
So typically, for the most part, because we got things, right? If anybody ever went to IKEA or went to the store and put together a bed, put together something before, put together a dresser.
Yes.
Yes.
Most of us, were we certified in that?
No.
Nope.
I read the instructions.
You read the instructions, but you wasn't certified, right? You wasn't licensed by the state certified, right?
No.
So there's typically some things in our life that we will do and allow somebody else to do without certification. Are y'all with me?
That's true.
But most of y'all said your plumbing, electricity, and your gas. Those are certain things in your house that whether you, Eric, but I this way, trust me, if you took a poll, if I took a poll, majority of the people, so now remember, I want y'all to understand something. I'm telling y'all running your business for the majority, okay? So some people majority run a business for but majority of people would say probably plumbing, gas, electricity. That could probably be a universal standard. Would y'all agree with that? That could probably be a universal standard for the most part, right?
Yes.
Now, some people say, hey, I ain't gonna let nobody change light bulb without being certified, but that's cool. I get that. And that's right, without being taught, I agree with that. But for the majority, that still falls under what? Electricity, right? God, I don't want you to shock yourself. So here we go. The electricity, gas, and light. Let me ask you this question. If you need to get your oil change for your car, would you let somebody who knows how to change your oil?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What about your transmission for the most part? Do you want your transmission done by a professional or you want your transmission done by any handyman?
Professional.
Professional.
So there's typically parts on our car that we can let somebody else change it, right? If I got a flat tire, if you know how to change my tire, come change my tire, right? If you know how to do it right. But if you want to do my transmission, I think I might need to get somebody who knows about my transmission to do that. Are y'all with me?
Yep.
So, certain parts of our cars, we want somebody who we know, who we deem can be certified. Do y'all realize when it comes to people's money, you think they want handyman or you think they want somebody who's certified?
Certified. Licensed.
See, I'm gonna get y'all, I'm gonna teach y'all. People have an order of what they see and where they level, where they place things. Okay. We have our own preference, but the majority, when you're talking to people, their subconscious mind has put a program in place to what they think. Now, everybody can be different, but the majority, y'all, you got to go for the masses. We ain't worry about the outliers, okay? The majority has thinking certain way. Let me ask y'all this question. If I'm going to pay for a professional basketball game, football game, I'm going to pay for a professional. Do I want to pay to watch a professional athlete? Or do I want to pay to watch a professional businessman?
Athlete.
I'm gonna pay to watch a professional athlete, right? So think about this. LeBron James is a business person, is the businessman. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Successful business. He makes more money in his businesses than he does playing basketball. But do y'all realize LeBron James calls himself a professional basketball player? Why? Because people don't want to come pay to see a professional businessman playing basketball. They want to see a professional basketball player who's a businessman, but they don't want to see it. They don't want to pay for a businessman who's a professional who's playing basketball. Are y'all with me? See, if I want to see a businessman play basketball, I go watch Derek play basketball. He plays like 2 or 3 times a week. I go watch Derek, but I ain't gonna pay for it. I can go to a local gym and see a whole bunch of business people men playing basketball, right? But I pay. My brain says I'm gonna pay to watch a professional athlete play basketball who happens to be a businessman. See, the professional athlete first is what I'm paying for. The businessman falls second. LeBron James understands I'm a professional basketball player who is a businessman. Are y'all catching that? Because he knows people are paying to see me as a professional basketball player who happens to be a businessman. Think about this. If you got to go get your brain surgeon done, do you want to go get your brain operated on by a doctor a brain surgeon who plays golf or by a golfer who plays brain surgeon?
Brain surgeon that play
Brain
golf.
surgeon.
The brain surgeon who may play golf. What he does, I want a brain surgeon. What he does, what's his hobby he does? Those are his hobbies. See, some of us, when we talking to our clients and our business, our team members, they don't see, you don't say, I'm a professional licensed agent. You are all the other things in your life first, but you don't realize people's subconscious mind, they are, when it comes to their money and their future, they want a professional who does that. You can do something else, but that got to be first in their brain. So some people are like, yeah, I'm a teacher. I'm a bus driver who sells life insurance. They're like, okay, I guarantee you, your business ain't growing the way it wants to grow. You need to be a life insurance agent who drives a bus. Are y'all following me? And you got to tell yourself that, hey, I'm a life insurance agent who just happens to be a bus driver. I'm a life insurance agent who happens to be a teacher. Because that person you're talking to, if they're trusting you as a life insurance agent, that's all they care about. They don't give a darn about what you do on the side. I need somebody who's professionally managed my money. That's why I go to the bank. When I go to the bank, I go to different places. That's who's managing my money. Now, what that banker does as a hobby, I don't care. I'm coming to the place that I know this is what they specialize in. See, ladies and gentlemen, in the hierarchy of brain processes, people put their money here. I want somebody who does this here, and whatever he does got to be here. But most of us are putting our other stuff here first, and then our business and here second, wondering why we can't get it done. Why my business ain't growing? Because you're talking about your people know you as something else. You somebody else, and then your business is second, and nobody's trusting their money. Remember, people are, and I'm wrapping up real quick, I'm sorry, but people are trusting us with their life. They got to believe that when we get a client, they need to believe that you're going to be here for them when they can't be here, when they are gone, or when they are ill and can't perform these duties for the ABS, right? ABDs, was the accelerated death benefit, the accelerated death benefit, the ABDs, when they can't perform those duties and they can't take care of it, they got to require that you, my agent, are going to be here. That's the only reason why I'm signing up. The only reason I'm paying, I'm joining you. The only reason I am giving you my money, is because I believe that you and the company you represent are going to be here when I need it. I'm not joining you, Eric, because you're a good bowler. I may bowl around 280. I ain't did it in a while. That's duck pins with the guards up, but still, but they're not joining me because of that. Are y'all with me? They joined me and said, Eric, are you an insurance agent? Yes, this is what I do. My team only cares about what I do as an insurance agent. They don't care about what I do outside. Are y'all with me? I'm giving y'all the blueprint. Some of y'all got to really recycle and understand, why are people buying from you? Why are people joining your team? They're joining you, but you better be you. You better be 10 toes down in this thing, as the young folks say, because some of y'all are leading with what you do in the back burner. And I'm telling you, your people don't care. They really don't care. And it's okay to do other things, but you better do insurance first, because that's why I'm joining you as an agent. And that's why I'm joining you as a client, because you need to be here to service me when I need service. Otherwise, I'm going to go to somebody else that's what they do for a living. Or at least I think that's what they do for a living. And that's who I'm going to become my customer. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all got something out of it. Sorry for taking overtime. And I do apologize for the technical delay, but I wanted y'all to get that so y'all can start changing the game the way you approach your business. Back to you, Mr. Troy Gandy.
Ooh, that was powerful right there. That hit home with me like nobody's business. I'm telling you, because I'm married to a senator. And I'd rather have a life insurance agent and a financial professional handling my money than a senator that just directs me or points me to it. I'm just saying.
You're on that couch with me, brother. It ain't enough room for both of us.
Oh, she ain't home right now. She's in another state handling that senatorial stuff. So I need somebody that's on this financial stuff.
Watch out before you get disconnected.
For real. I'm still committed here to what you see behind me. For sure. Well, now we're ready for the recap relay. And the recap relay goes like this. We got 1 minute to just pull out what we talked about today and we've heard lifted up and all the nuggets that came out of the day's morning meeting. So with that being said, in the recap relay, somebody's got to take the baton. They're going to get on the track because they've been taking notes and they are ready to go to win at this business. And I see it up. None other than the man that likes leading from the front to show everybody how to get it started. None other than Mr. ED himself, Laco Elijah Pye.
Wow, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for that. And three things that I want to just go back to. Most of the time we are ashamed of saying that we're insurance agent, but we still want to sell insurance. And that's not going to happen. You are ashamed of saying that I'm an insurance agent, but you want to sell insurance. And like you said, it's not going to happen. It's just like somebody say, I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of this world. I don't want to live in this world anymore. And then somebody bring a gun and then you run. How are you going to go to heaven if you want to die? Right? You want to sell insurance? You want to make money from insurance? You have to confess, right? And show insurance that this is what I'm doing. And I'm so proud about it. And the another thing is, there was something that I shared with my team the other day. When you don't own the policy, you don't own it yourself, you don't buy it yourself, and you still expect somebody to buy it from you, it's not going to happen. You buy the policy, you own it. Then you see how it works. And that gives you confidence when you talk to people about it. Because you've seen the result actually happening for you. I know some people will say, okay, I'm not qualified, I get declined. At least get an annuity. But you can start putting some money in there. Because we have people who get declined by all the insurance companies, get an annuity so that when you share with somebody, you can pull up your own annuity account and say, look, I also have one. So thank you for sharing those great topics this morning. We have to be proud of what we do. If we want to attract people, the law of attraction works in everything that we do. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Troy.
Yeah. Thank you for that very first leg. And we like to take it into the zone. You've already brought it there, and we're going to pass it on off to none other than the man called Money, Stephen Short.
Yes, sir. I wanted to say this because Elijah, my good brother, said something that sparked the thought to me, and what Erik would say. Whenever somebody ever asks me, what do I do? The first thing I always tell them, I sell life insurance. So it'll be clear in their mind when they hear what I do. I sell life insurance. I don't tell them, yeah, I'm a personal trainer. I don't do I teach karate. I don't do none of that other stuff. I don't do that. I sell life insurance. They say, what do you? If they even say actually about Medicare or anything. If it say anything about finances, that's what I do. When that first thing it actually about when they even start question, hey, excuse me, that's what I do. Because I want them to know in their mind, if I got a financial thing, especially about life insurance, or something with my finances, I can come talk to this guy. That's who I want to talk to. If I say if they were retiring, if they got their plans after they die, hey, talk to me. And that's what I do. So it won't be no mistaken. They won't be confused. That's what I do. So I let them know off the top. Hey, man, you know that's what I do. And I learned that from when I was in the mortgage business. I had my good friend. He used to get mad when he talked to other people that went to him outside of him for a mortgage. He said, "Hey man, y'all came to me. And that's what I do." that's what he say. That's what I do. So once you have your profession and you're supposed to be representing your profession, everybody supposed to know what you do. Off the top. You're supposed to know what I do. This is what I do, and I work for Xperts. That's it. That's all. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. No, I'm finished, sir.
All right. Second leg has been run. And now we take it to the third leg, and the third leg of this recap relay is going to none other than Mr. Derek Holston.
All right, all right. Another phenomenal morning. A lot of nuggets, and it gives you a chance to look at sometimes the same information, right? But now that you're growing and maturing in the business, you take on a different meaning, right? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So two things to encapsulate was who do I need to become, right? If I want a certain result. And Erik kind of hit it on the head when he talked about this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do. Well, what you do has gotten you what you got. And if you don't really see yourself progressing, then we got to pivot. So the first thing is I've learned to compartmentalize. And if somebody asks me what do, I let them know that I am an insurance broker / advisor. That's me, and an international recruiter for an incredible company. Now, I do have other companies, but if somebody just comes and asks me, I don't say I do property management, okay? That's very specific, or as they say in Baltimore, very Pacific. And that will be more intentional for other scenarios, right? But I've learned to compartmentalize and focus on insurance. The second thing is as far as success, I just mentioned it. I had to learn how to pivot, right? And say, okay, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been getting. I need to change something. I need to adjust from what I'm doing to get me off this plateau to move forward. And sometimes that takes some courage. That takes some looking at yourself and saying, okay, dude, this is not probably going to be comfortable, but we got to get it done. Got to get it going. So with that, Mr. Troy, I didn't see a clock. I'm hoping I'm under my 1 minute.
You're
But
good.
before the music comes on, I'm going to turn it over to you, sir.
20 seconds left, actually. You did good. And we got another recap relay leg that's standing and ready to roll. Miss Annie Willie, take the baton and roll.
Oh my goodness, awesome training. Nuggets from everybody. I just want to say that, yes, everybody needs to master their elevator speech. How you introduce yourself, and to also include that insurance agent, licensed insurance person. Erik has really show analogy in different aspects to clarify it. Amazing. Also, on taprooting, I just want to look into it in another eye too. It could help, like, if somebody have team members, and their team members are not doing anything, say the third person on the same, I'm not talking about wide, I'm saying deep. It's okay for the leader to go in and taproot and talk to the person on the fourth leg and help the person out. If this person is climbing, probably it's about to be SFA or MD. I'm sorry, senior manager. The person who recruited that person is going to wake up, because he sees that this person under is coming up. So it's going to force him or her to wake up, and so that they can grow together. So it's always good to taproot. And sometimes the person who recruited that person has left the business. So just don't let the person stay by themselves and wonder. Help to taproot. It's very advantageous. Thank you for letting me share.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right. Yep, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. We must let the folks taproot and help us out. Let your upline help out. That's for sure. So that was a good nugget too as well. That was the first thing I wrote down. Taproot and go deep. Remember to go deep. And he who plants the most seed will have the most crop. All right. And it's always good I always lead, even when I'm putting stuff on social media and stuff like that, I let folks know that I'm a licensed financial professional, serving all the wonderful people in the US, Puerto Rico, and Canada. So they know that they're dealing with a licensed somebody, a professional that does other things as opposed to somebody that just does other things and trying to mess with their money. Ready? All right. With that being said, we're going to turn it over now to our very own Shakari Richardson, who is the fastest thing on the track. And we got the fastest thing that records everything that we say and do when it comes to training and giving us the nuggets that we need to capture here to grow our business. And that is none other than Downtown Rita Brown, the anchor leg of this recap relay.
Thank you,
Let's
Troy.
go.
Thank you, Troy.
Mhm.
All right. Take advantage of getting the information to whomever you come in contact with, even by phone. Don't miss an opportunity to grow your business. Crash the job fairs. Just go in with your cards, even if you don't have a table. Do not miss the chance to attend events. It helps you to promote your business, it allows you to educate others, and it helps you to learn how to speak. Always have a plan and action. Taprooting, having a personal relationship with everyone on your team, not just your directs. Go deep, tapping into the warm market of everyone. As a leader, do not delegate. Help them to prepare their lists, do Zooms, and make calls. If I'm looking for a superstar, I have to be a superstar. What is a superstar? Someone involved, plugged in, someone doing the activities, and someone that has the same passion as you. It's great to have information. Take the information and implement it. You have to change who you feel you are. Xperia is the best place for you and me to build a business and build it fast. Congratulations to Frank Leo, the first ever $1 million ring earner in Xperia. It took him 9 years to get there. What was the key catalyst for Frank? He had more distribution outlets. He kept recruiting and building. He went wide. He that has the most people will be able to take the most land. Till the soil. It may take 2 years or more. Keep tilling the soil. The problem is most people can't till the soil. The language to master is French. Oui. Sharpen your saw. Some people get information, but they do not have the opportunity to apply it. It is important to build wide. Continue to replenish the shelf by continuing to recruit. It's time to do the work and be ready when the harvest comes. 3 by 5 is our goal. When you hear the information, it requires a transformation. If you want a different result, you have to change, which is hard for some. Your customer and your team have to see you as a life insurance agent. A great salesperson has to be able to get in the subconscious mind of their customers. Red and yellow triggers a hungry response. People are studying our behaviors and responses to see how to market to us. We are business owners. Do not use your own feelings and emotions. Do not do it your way. Do not be I. The average person has a hierarchy of how they rank things. There are some things we will do and allow others to do without certification. Some things we don't want done without certification. When it comes to people's money, do they want a handyman or someone certified? Be a professional licensed agent first. I am a life insurance agent. That's all people care about. They do not care about all the other things you do. Put your business first. People are trusting us with their money. They have to believe that you and the company are going to be here for them. Are you a life insurance agent? Recycle and understand why people are buying from you and joining you on your team. Change how you approach your business. Ask yourself, are you a life insurance agent first? Do others see you as a life insurance agent? That's it. That's all.
Awesome
Yay.
job. Awesome
Beautiful,
job, Rita
beautiful,
Brown.
beautiful.
Thank you so
Awesome.
thank you.
We thank you wholeheartedly each and every day for all that you bring to us. And with that being said, we want to all take the time to thank each and every one of you for participating and being here each and every morning as well, because without each and every one of you chiming in and sharing the nuggets that you bring, everybody would be just a little bit short. So you are valuable to each and everything that happens on this morning call as well. And with that being said, I'm gonna turn it back over to none other than the ED himself, the man that holds the nugget bucket and with one wife, Mr. Erik E.D. Robinson.
Woo, thank you, Troy. I just checked. I still have one wife. Yes, indeed. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, just want to say thank y'all, everyone, for what y'all do. Couple quick announcements. Tonight, our team, we got the coach's call. We got a special guest coming, so please let your team know to get on the coach call, promote the coach's call tonight, 5 p.m. Coach call 5 p.m. You definitely want to get people there. The office hours, it's chicken and waffles Wednesdays. So be at the office from 12, probably get out there from 12 to maybe 1-ish, 1:30-ish. So prepare 12 to 1:30-ish. Office hours. Team huddle, office hours. Team huddle, office hours. And tonight, BTO. Come on, y'all. More distribution. Let's crank the BTO up. 7 p.m. BTO. Let's make this thing a thing. Also, I'm calling all y'all right now. I need y'all to stand in prayer for those who are in the path of Hurricane Milton as it's supposed to hit landfall today. So let's just be mindful. And also just remember, y'all, that's something why we got to go out there and talk and share to more people, because we don't want lives lost, but lives are being lost in these natural disasters. And the question is, did they have protection? Nobody thinks, wakes up, I'm going to get hit by a natural disaster and lose my life today. Are y'all with me? So this thing is what we do impacts generations. So let's not look just about the commission we make. And I'm glad that Frank makes the money, but all that's telling me is him and his organization has impacted enough people that he's making $1 million. You with me? And I know Frank is all about the people and the impact, right? I talk a lot to him, and it's always about the people and the impact, understanding what we do. We get paid to help people when they need it most. Are y'all with me? We get paid to put people in a position when they don't even know they need it because they're dead majority of the time. They're gone, and we're the ones bringing the check to their family. And we all got a date on this. We're going to be gone. So I just want to really just stand in prayer today, y'all, for those who are being impacted, right? If you don't mind. And I know we way over time, so I'm going to stop it. And love y'all. Thank y'all. And appreciate you. See y'all 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock team huddle, 7 o'clock tonight. And then we're going to see y'all at the banks of the world. Bye-bye.
Erik, I won't be there today. Plumbers are here.
All right. Oh, see, you got the plumber.
Have an awesome, productive day.
You give that information to Susan? Susan, she give the plumber information?
Yeah, I gave her some plumber information.
All right, good.
Actually, Charles called me back, so I just got off the phone with him. So thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, Gertie. I'm sorry, Susan. I dropped the ball. I knew Gertie had your back.
Bye.